So, Clinique Happy was a big deal when it came out. It's not a perfume I ever owned, but it came out in 1998. I was born in 82, so that this is kind of exactly the time period where I remember lots of perfumes coming out that were hugely popular, things like sunflowers and all that sort of thing, that were massively, massively popular, and at least kind of 30% of all females in the UK wore either Happy or like Green Tea or Miracle, all of those old classics. So I never actually had this one, and I just wanted to see if I could kind of remember how it smelt without actually blind buying a full bottle. So I got this tiny little, I think this is a little 5 ml like travel spray. So I did know that this was going to be kind of orangey. That's my general memory of Clinique Happy, is that it was like a citrus perfume. It was really popular. Um, it was like one of the bright and airy ones. I'm just trying to think when CK1 came out, because that was another one, but that's like a musky citrus, um, slightly herbal perfume, which I do actually. I have got a mini of that one, and I do like that, and it really reminds me of being young. But Happy, I was never quite. I don't know. I was never tempted to buy it, even though I love orange perfumes, and so it says on Fragrantica that the main accords here are citrus, floral, white floral, sweet, fresh, spicy, and green. So yeah, I ordered this. I actually got two of these in a tiny little bundle, just little 5 mils, and I figured if I wasn't going to get on with them, I'd be more than happy to pass them on. Like, when I sell things, I like to chuck a tiny little freebie in sometimes. Well, most of the time, if I've got anything around. So I wasn't too worried. They weren't expensive, and I thought, let's give it a smell. So, Clinique Happy, there it is, tiny little one. Let's just have a quick whiff of this. Yeah, so this is not one that I enjoy, but it is also recognizable, if you see what I mean. Like, I do smell this and go, oh yeah, people did used to smell like this. It really, I don't want to say it's dated, but it does feel very of its time, if that makes sense. And, I'm not trying to be feisty. I love a 90s perfume. I love a 2000s perfume. But this one has something going on that I cannot get along with. And I double checked. I sprayed both of these sprays just to make sure that I wasn't smelling something that, that had gone off. And the reason I say that is that there is something I get in here that smells like vomit to me. And this is not the first time I've smelled a perfume that comes across to me as a vomit smell. I've had that before with a couple of things. The one that springs to mind is Live or Live, I'm never sure which one it is, by Jennifer Lopez, her original one. My goodness, that one just honestly smelled like fruity vomit to me, and I really could not get along with that at all. And this one has, I find it a bit sharp and screechy, and it kind of smells a little bit like a cleaning product to me, this one. I feel like that's probably not an unusual reaction to this perfume. And it's definitely nicer on skin when it dries down, but I cannot get past this kind of underlying smell of, like, stomach acid. It's just, I can't cope with this at all. So, and I don't mean to offend anyone. This is obviously just the way I smell it, but there's something in here that's really not jiving with me. So the notes here are top notes of orange, blood, grapefruit, Indian mandarin, bergamot, apple and plum. The middle notes are lily of the valley, freesia, orchid and rose. The base notes are mimosa, lily, magnolia, amber and musk. So when those base notes start coming through, I think it's much nicer. You get a little bit of a floral vibe, but like I said, it definitely, this is an orange perfume with, I get quite a lot of white floral here, and I think that's why it smells like a cleaning product. If I get quite a lot of sharp citrus with a kind of lily of the valley and a magnolia kind of smell, it often smells like a cleaning product to me. It smells like Zuflora, like that kind of thing. Oof, no. See that the kind of vomity smell never goes away for me here, which is a little bit of a bummer. So yeah, I don't think Clinique Happy is one that is full bottle worthy for me personally. Although I know it's still quite popular, they still produce it, so I guess that works. Um, it's compared to another one that I cannot stand, which is Tommy Girl. I don't think it smells exactly like Tommy Girl. Tommy Girl, when I smelt that one, was even more recognisable to me from back in my younger years. Obviously, people around me often used to wear Tommy Girl. That one, it's not that it smelled like vomit, so it didn't smell entirely like this to me, but it there was something in it that was like head splitting. I don't know whether it's like ambroxan or something like that, but yeah, I couldn't get along with that one either, and it definitely gives me a similar kind of vibe. I can't really see much else on here. I don't think it smells like Floral Street Sunflower Pop. That one smells like a Bellini to me, although there's a lot of aroma chemicals in that, so I can't get along with it. Um, yeah, and I don't really know most of these other perfumes it's compared to, but yeah, this one just isn't for me. I can see why other people like it though, because it is quite a happy smelling perfume, apart from the whole throwing up after a cocktail kind of smell it has to me. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes things just don't work for me, and it's just not for me.